Oh, hello again. Right, let's give this a go. How's everyone doing? Alana, what time is it where you are? You actually had no sleep. Oh, goodness. Jamaica, okay, what? Kevin says it's 3 a.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. Oh, amazing. Well, it's a pleasure to have you with us, Kevin. Yeah, this is a bit different. This is usually what, 5 or 6 hours earlier than a stream would normally be. Oh, I've not even turned the light on. Hang on, I keep forgetting that. There we go. There we go. Do we go pink or do we not? A bit pink, why not? 4:19 a.m. My goodness. Fair play to you. Okay. Hey Andrea, how you doing? Yeah. Andrea, has your prize box arrived yet? I know Amju mentioned that they've received theirs. I've not asked Moosh yet either. Right, we're carrying on from yesterday, which was icon design. Right, where did we get to? Okay, I've been busy. I finished the stream and it was like, there's no way I can't carry on with these because these icons, as I mentioned, are for a real project. They are for the new 12-week program sales page on my site, so I need to kind of keep them moving. So I have been busy. Oh goodness me, so this was an improved version. I got to apologize for the person icon. That was awful. I don't know what I was smoking last night. But it was, yeah, I think I've got rid of it here, but you could see it on the stream. I think I think I put, hang on, I'll try and recreate what it was I did. It just looked flipping horrific. It was something like this. It was something like that. Like, put the arms on the outside rather than having them tucked in, and yeah, a little collar just kind of gave them a bit more definition. And then I think it was Moosh that said about using the Dansky head from other stuff. So I kind of stuck that on there, and I think this icon is for the one-to-one coaching part of the program. So we've got me and then someone else. So you can see how it developed. The box one, yeah, I put a bunch of random stuff in the box. Angled the corners of the box down a bit. I think I went with the star in the end. This one was fine, but just a bit boring. So I wanted to actually make that like a slightly more interesting layout. Hey Rianne, how you doing? Have you put in that request for a pay rise yet? Stop it. Did you see what she posted on my Instagram yesterday? There ain't no pay rise there. She literally, without me even knowing, posted pictures from... Oh, hang on, sorry, the microphone's flipping miles away. Without me even knowing, she posted pictures from like when I was 16 and 20 something, and pictures that I didn't want people to see. I would rather people didn't see those pictures, but flippin' heck. She posted them anyway, didn't she? She don't give a crap. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, this one here, this was meant to be like, I think this was Daniel's idea, like a gravestone, lifetime access. You get, in the 12-week program, you get lifetime access to pretty much all of the courses I've made so far. And so Daniel had the idea of doing a gravestone, kind of being a bit cheeky, you know, lifetime access. You'll have access until you die, basically, which I thought was quite funny. But I think, to be fair, this does look a little bit like a Diglett from Pokemon. So I experimented with adding the rest in peace text there. I couldn't really get that and the face to work. So I think I might just go with something like this. Obviously had to redraw the letters and create them from scratch. Like normally, like I wouldn't... I'm very detail oriented. So like this, that's not going to work for me because the whole icon is styled with that 1 point weight. It's got the rounded caps and everything. Whereas this, even if I were to pick a rounded font, I mean, I guess that'd be the quick way of doing it. Pick a rounded font. So you could go for, I don't know, Quicksand. No, not Quick Fox. Yeah, I suppose you could do Quicksand. Maybe pick a slightly lesser weight. Ah, I got to show you this. This is a nifty trick. I showed someone the other day, and they were impressed, mind blown. They appreciated it. So imagine this was a bit chunkier than you'd like. This is pretty close, to be fair, but imagine it wasn't. What you can do is you could convert this to outlines, so it's now no longer editable text. Go object path, offset path, and set this to a negative value. We might have to go really small here. Yeah, like we can go very, very granular with this. And then if I cut that new one, get rid of the original and paste it in, you could see I've just made it a bit smaller. Now you are going to get, depending on the font, you may get some issues like that. We could smooth that out with the smooth tool though, not a problem. But that's a quick and easy technique if you want to just trim down the chunkiness of a font or chunk it up a bit more. Just got to be mindful that you might, as you saw there, it doesn't always go smoothly and you might typographically break things lining up and stuff. But it's very, very useful if you want to just shave off a few pixels or a few mil off a text, off a bit of text, or chunk it up. Anyway, right. Let's put that back. The one with the hair is cute. Oh, what, the thingamadoodah? I haven't finished my first coffee yet. Me neither, Rianne. I am still on mine. I got a large today. It's been a while. And as you can see by the top, it splashed everywhere in the car, which is always fantastic. Oh, this is nice. We've got the morning crew today. Is this anyone's first time on the streams? I know we normally do this a lot later. My first live. Excellent, Kevin. Fantastic. Yeah, it always blows my mind how many, even on the usual streams at the usual time, there's so many people that say like, oh, this is my first one. I'm like, what? Come on, YouTube, like get these out to people. We've been doing this for like regularly for like what? Is it a year or 2 years? I don't even know now. First time as well. Nice. I'm here for the first time. Oh my goodness. We do have a coffee machine, but Dan is a Costa addict. Well, this is true. Yeah, this is true. There's no denying that. So anyway, that's kind of where we left off. And we did start by sketching very badly some ideas. So these are the kind of categories. So as I mentioned, this is for the sales page of my 12-week program. There's different parts of the website. So there's like the what's included, what will you achieve by the end of the program. All of these bits have got like blocks with text. So they need something visual, I think, to just kind of make it less boring to look at. So icons, I think will do the job, and we're going to try and make some interesting ones. Something I do get asked quite a lot is, do you need to be able to draw to be a designer? Clearly, the answer to that is no, as we can see by my handiwork here. You know, you can spend more time drawing properly and refining these. Obviously, I'm doing this kind of on stream live, not looking at the tablet. It's much easier kind of if you draw directly on the pen display to actually kind of look over it a bit more, but it's, for me, it's just, I just need to get something that I can look at and go, okay, can I make that work? Can I not make it work? So like, you know, this scribble of the gravestone was enough to just go, oh yeah, do you know what? We could do something with that. So, but then I did refine these a bit more last night. I sized them up a bit better and spent a while refining them. So this is where I landed on the one-to-one bit. So this will be kind of like your Zoom call style thing. So there's obviously me with the little Dansky head and my big old wide shoulders. Let's make them wider. And then we've got someone else here with, I just picked a generic haircut. We've got the box of stuff, so your templates, files, worksheets, all the kind of stuff that would be included. With a star, I think it's fine. I think I want I think I know what I want. I want like something bursting out of it because it's just a bit crap just having a star on its own. Rianne says you could buy Costa coffee beans and ground coffee, save the planet. I've got what have I got? I've got some instant Costa coffee, just because the amount of money I was spending on Costa is ridiculous. But yeah, after PT at what time do I finish? I finish PT at 7:30 on in the weekdays, and there's a drive-through Costa right outside. I'm like, right, get me a coffee. Especially if I'm jumping on stream and I've got to be able to speak and function as well. So, confetti. Yeah, that's the kind of idea. I don't know. Maybe confetti would be a bit small. Having lots of small bits of confetti. I don't know. Yeah. I think I'd need to see like a reference or another icon that's got confetti in it. Or, actually, no. Oh, there's an emoji, isn't there, with confetti, or like the party kind of. He has to have it in a takeaway cup for some reason. I know. It's a habit. It's a habit. Raji. Hello, Dan. Poppy. Hello. Jalomi, first time. Oh my goodness. Good night from Australia. What time is it in Australia? Yeah, you'd be ahead, wouldn't you? Would it be like it wouldn't be like 12 hours, would it? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Kevin. I started playing around with this yesterday. It didn't really work, but I think that was actually the execution. I think the execution was crap. I think if I kind of pulled the sides out here, I could make that work. In my head, I know what I'm trying to create, but I just didn't really give it the time necessary. So I think the stars coming up with some... I need like a reference image, really. What would I search? Flying stars? It's the kind of graphic I would have seen loads before. Yeah. Something... Okay, hang on, let me show you this. Yeah, something along the lines of that. That was kind of what was in my head. There's this one as well. I don't do this enough. I should definitely... Reference images are something that I've just very rarely used, and I think I've made my life 100% harder by not using them. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe like a combination of that or like a more linear version of this. Dansky. This Dansky brand has got a lot of flexibility with the name, hasn't it? You can just stick ski on anything. Where's the cat ski gone as well? Oh, he's gone. He was hiding under the desk a minute ago. How long have you been growing the beard? I don't know. When did I... Poppy, when did I... Everyone, actually. When did I shave it off and leave just the moustache? Which we won't really talk about that too much because... Well, it's just better forgotten, really, isn't it? But... yeah, that was a good few months ago. When did I shave it off? I can't remember. Oh God, no! If it was since 16, it'd be on the floor. Have a proper Pai Mei from Kill Bill kind of beard. Hey, Badav, how you doing? Kevin, yeah, attached to the 3 spikes looks right. Yeah, that might be the play, I think, and I'll do that in a minute. So, what was this one? This one was for design tools, so that's kind of meant to be the UI of Illustrator or whatever on a laptop. That's the portfolio graphic. So just getting a bit more of an interesting layout and paying attention to things like, you see the spacing here? It ain't perfect, I'll be honest, but it's very, very, very close. Lifetime access. I've got 2 different icons here. Not sure which one to go with. We've got the rest in peace and we've got the infinity symbol, which could arguably be a racetrack. So, and this one here, the fist pump in the air. This was, yeah, so this one's a bit more realistically fist shaped, and this one's a bit more geometric. And this was to complement the last one, the confidence to call yourself a designer. So basically, you know, by the end of the program, you will have the confidence to say, yes, I am a designer, I can design. So that was meant to represent that kind of. I'm very well, thank you. I'm speaking surprisingly well, actually, considering it's so early for me. My brain hasn't really woken up. Was it September? Oh, okay. Then, yeah, what's that? October, November, December, January. Wow, 4 months. It's looking pretty majestic at the moment, I've got to be honest. Even my barber gets very excited and animated once he's cut it. I think it was a few days ago I got it cut. And he was very proud of his work, as he should be. Anyway, let's crack on. Right, what was I going to do? Yeah, let's give this box a bit of love. So I've kind of mocked the web page up where it's going to go. Ignore the text because it's all probably placeholder, and this is just total nonsense anyway. But that is kind of the module. So the icons are going to sit probably, I guess, in that space there. So this is kind of what I'm working towards. So I can at least, I've got that there set up so I can test them out at the end. Okay, right, let's create some space. I need space. I need music as well. Ooh, what is this? What is this tune? Run Rabbit by Alt Black Error, Rave Immortal. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's more like it. That is more like it, right. Okie doke, how are we going to do this? Let's try a single star first. Find that central point. Can't recommend outline mode enough. Command or Control Y or up there. Because you can just jump into a wireframe preview and you can troubleshoot things, line things up. It's just probably the most used feature ever, actually. All right, we need another couple of those. So we're going to find that halfway point. If I click here, right, what it's going to do, you can see the little icon next to the cursor. It's going to connect that to one of the other lines and it will form like a V shape. I don't want that. I want to keep these as individual lines. So what I can do, instead of actually clicking on the point, I'll just click randomly over here, press escape to stop that continuation, and then use the direct selection tool with A on the keyboard, and I'll just manually, it will still snap into place, and I can just manually drag it there. And to repeat that on the other side, I'm going to press O for the reflect tool, and you want to find a central point. So I know that this bit here is central, so I've got that like reference point. Hold down Alt or Option and click. And by holding down Alt or Option, you get this window pop up, and I can reflect it vertically as a copy, and then boom. You can just mirror things super easy. And I should be able to grab all those points and then I can adjust the length. So I could drag it down and have it coming more from like inside the box. So let's drag it down. Oh, this is a tune. This is a tune. All right. Okay. Trim, trim. Trimmy, trim, trim, trim. All right. Let's make sure we get rid of everything. Shape Builder tool's a bit weird with my pen display connected. It doesn't work for some reason, so I'm gonna trackpad the right bits away. There we go. Put you back in place. There we go. Now it's a little bit tall, so I'm going to bring the whole thing, try and bring the whole thing down a bit. Oh, look at that little bend. I didn't mean to do that, but that is kind of cool. I love how you include this in the journey of your brand. It really helps to see the different aspects of being a designer. Melissa, early on today. Indeed. Welcome, Melissa. Yeah, I mean, this is part of the reason why I wanted to start streaming from home, because we've got a computer and a setup here. All I do is hook up a mic, my laptop, boom. I've got the same setup. Obviously, it's not as pretty as what I've got in the office, but I think most people probably don't really care as much as I do. You know what I mean? It's just like, whatever. The stream's a stream. If you can hear me and see me and we have a good time, you know, that's what matters. So, and I'm always designing. I work a lot at home. The office is more of a space where I record or stream or whatever. So I work a lot at home and coffee shops and things. And it was just like, I'm always doing something. And the thought process was like, well, if I stream more, obviously it's, you know, it's good for me on YouTube. My brand's just getting it out there more. Especially as nobody else is really doing it. There's no one else streaming design on YouTube that I know of, which is insane. And so I'm gonna try and dominate the space that I'm the only one in. But also, I'm working on stuff half the time, and I'm just thinking, do you know what? If people could see what I'm actually doing right now, this would be so helpful. And so for me to kind of move from the dining table to this desk and just go boom, flick on the camera and say, yo, what's up? I'm doing this. It's you know, I love doing it anyway, so it's no problem for me. And it just means I get to kind of, you know, reach and help more people. And yeah, like you say, there's obviously the real world aspect to this. So I don't do like a lot of client work, so it wouldn't be that. But I don't really do any client work unless it's for like a brand or something. But I do a lot of design for like my own site, my own products, YouTube. Like a whole mix of different apps, Photoshop, Illustrator. You know, we could even do video editing, because I do loads of video editing, obviously for the channel. So if you wanted to see inside, you know, some After Effects or some video editing, or what would you do if you wanted the line sticker? Well, that's easy, because we've designed all this using strokes. I can select it and I can just thicken it up or thin it down. So it's kind of like designing it properly, so I've got as much flexibility to change things as I want. I wouldn't ever design an icon like this using a solid fill. So if you're doing your icons, like I don't know, this is a microphone. Let's just do this, you know. You could very easily do this and scale that down, and there you go, you got a mic. I would never ever do it like that, because if I want to make it thicker now, it's not impossible, but it just is way harder. Much easier to use the drawing tools and the strokes. A stroke is basically like another word for a border or an outline in Illustrator. So you've got your fills and your strokes. Wholesome vibes. What if you rotate the star 36 degrees so you can connect the ray to 3 spikes? 36 degrees. Very specific. Oh, there's a technique I'm thinking of. How did I do it yesterday? Let's grab the arc tool. I've still got a central point. Press F to flip it round. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Yeah, this could work. So with the rotate tool, you can click anywhere and define that point of rotation. So because I chose that point, same down here, if I click on there, I can rotate it. So I could do that. Scissor tool, C on the keyboard to cut. Copy and paste this line, R for the rotate tool. Set the point of rotation here. Go 1. Repeat, Command or Control D. Oh no, that didn't work. That's fine. Copy, paste. Rotate. There we go. Copy, paste. Rotate. I think I might have botched the angle there. But I do like that idea. I might keep it to 1 star instead of 3. But I do like that idea of the curves. Ooh. My voices are usually a little bit deeper in the morning as well, so I like that. Got the sexy morning voice. The I'm not quite awake and I haven't had enough coffee voice. Ah. Right. So let's get you there. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4. So because it's symmetrical, I've just got to get that one side right. These icons, Melissa, are for my website. So I'm launching a 12-week program. You know, basically become a designer in 12 weeks. Live sessions 1-to-1 with me. The whole thing is going to be 1-to-1. Probably going to only do 3 places. So I keep it, you know, I don't overload myself. But to do that, I've got to do a sales page talking about the program. So what is this? Okay, what we're going to be doing through the 12 weeks. What will you achieve by the end of it? Blah, blah, blah. And there's different sections with information, and they need something visual. Loads of text. It ain't going to look pretty. And we got to make it look pretty. So I'm doing some icons to... This is kind of a... I'll show you. This is kind of a mock-up of what the site is. So it is actually live. Well, not publicly, but it's live on the test server. So that's kind of what it looks like. So these squares will be where the icons sit, which is kind of good because I can then design it, and then when I need to test it, I've got that mock-up there that I can see if, you know, oh, does this look good or terrible? Ah, I think it's that straight line, you know. I think that straight line's got to go. I think this might need to connect a bit higher up. To that point on the star there. One, two. I just got to get one side looking roughly right. Oh no, where's my central point gone? It's alright. I'll there we go. I can just add a random anchor point. I'm going to leave that there because the Illustrator will snap to that then. So I can literally use that if I can find it. Where's it gone? There you go. I could use that single anchor point that's hidden as a reflect point. Yeah, this might be getting there. Let's push that a bit closer. Ugh, manual spacing. Yeesh. No, that's not going to work. Okay, so I don't want to space that manually, so I'm going to get rid of those two. Get these looking right. And then just flip them over. I think this is going to work. I think this will work. Going to line you up. Yeah, 9:45. I use Webflow. Hoping to start a business as an accessibility experience designer this year. Nice. So is that going to be something that you do on the side of your course? So you'll be doing your course and then you'll do the business side of it kind of running in parallel? And I think, yeah, if you're passionate about accessibility and design and kind of the application and or educating people about what it is and why it's important, hey, if that's what you're passionate about, you run with it. Yeah, so Yannick, okay, yeah, if you make the line thicker at a smaller size, I think that's where you will get a problem. So it depends what type of icons you're doing, you know. Some icons are very minimal. You know, I might do like a house icon. And you'll go 1, 2, 3, dung, 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 dung. Whoa, a massive chimney down. You'll do a door. Take that out and you'll go, oh yeah, look, there's my lovely house icon. Make that chimney a bit smaller. And as you can see, like, even these bits up here, actually this looks awful. Let's fix that. Yeah, so with this you can get away with like a slightly chunkier weight. But if I were to scale this down, and you know, as you can see, if you end up with something like that as a house icon, no. You've either got to scale it up, or if you can't, you've got to use a smaller size. And you could go with just one width, or you could have your icons as a solid fill, depending on what style you're going for. Or you can mix different weights. So you could have like a 2-point and a 1-point, a thin and a chunky stroke, which is a technique that I do personally quite like. Okay, they're good. All right, where's my little halfway point? Right. Yeah. Right, shape builder tool to clean this up. Nice. Does that work? Do I need to warp the star? I don't know. Oh no, that looks a bit weird. Oh wow, you moved from Canada to London. How long were you in London for? What are we making? Thief, we're making icons for my website. Your star's tail is only connected to 2 of the 3 spikes. We are reference stars. Yeah, I think I don't want to go too... Yeah, I see what you mean. 2 of the 3. Oh, see, I'm missing the middle one. Yeah, I've just got to make sure I don't get too busy. Whoops. Is that what you meant there, Kevin? Huh, what are they doing? Lurking anchor points. Oh, creative entrepreneurship, nice. I haven't used Upwork personally, but I did find success on a platform called People Per Hour. And I don't know what that's like now, but I used it. Oh, when did I use it? Oh, years ago now. Like a long time ago. And it was good because while I was working full-time as an art worker or designer or all the different jobs that I did, I was able to then go home and in the evenings and at weekends work with my own clients. It's pretty full on, I'll be honest. It was a lot. Like, you have to, just the time side of it, when you're working, 5 days a week, and then in the evenings and a lot of evenings and weekends you are working even more. You do have to sacrifice some degree of personal relationships and going out and fun, and I still did all that somehow. Most of the time, but that looks kind of cool. That looks cool. But yeah, it was pretty full on. But it did mean that I was able to build a bunch of clients outside of work that were my own. And when I decided to quit my full-time job, yes, that looks all right. That is good. I'm happy with that. It meant that I didn't have nothing. I wasn't going to nothing. I had like a base. It was like, okay. And I had one client who turned out to be an absolute pain in the ass. My goodness. But they were like a regular client. And I think I started working for them at around about the same hourly wage that I had just left from my job. So it was quite a smooth transition, to be honest. Enough where me and Poppy were able to, like, she had just finished college and qualified from that, and then I left my job, and then we went and lived in Spain for 6 months because, I was freelance. Oh, I missed a segue opportunity. Hang on, we'll come back to that. I'm currently studying Masters in Design. I think that's what MA is anyway. Although if I knew about Dan's wonderful courses, I may have chosen not to do it. Dan is a wealth of design wisdom that I am slowly absorbing. Oh, that's very kind of you, Rianne. Hey, I'm always here for you regardless. If you ever got any questions or anything. That was a really good... I missed that. Hang on. We will do a segue because I'm crap at marketing. There we go. We got the ding. Okay, so if you are interested in learning Illustrator or Photoshop with me, I've got a course. In fact, I'm just going to play the trailer because honestly, I spent so long on this trailer. I'm really proud of it. I just want people to see it. It's only like a minute long. So basically, I've got some new courses coming out in the 15th of March and the 30th of April, and it's going to teach the best of what I can teach in Illustrator and Photoshop. So I'm pretty excited by it. So yeah, thank you to everyone who has enrolled or pre-ordered so far. Honestly, it means the world to me, and this is a look at that trailer.
With this ultimate course bundle, you'll gain the skills I've mastered over 2 decades as a professional designer.
I think I need to turn the volume down. Do I? I think last time people said it was a bit loud. Oh, have you seen that trailer before, Rianne? Oh yeah, I was. Do you know? I was halfway through that trailer, like just sort of the rough edit before I'd. No, I had the soundtrack, but I was halfway through the edit, and I was like, oh, I don't think this is going to work. I think I'm just going to have to do like a talking head. Hey, my name's Dan. Welcome to the course. Da 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 da. I really wanted to do something explosive and just cool, and I was really doubting myself about halfway through. And then I think it was like a few hours later, things just started slotting into place. Yeah, that's the British spelling. We have one L. I know, it's confusing. And it started slotting into place, and then it was like, yeah, this is okay. This is cool now. It's coming together. Yeah, it's kind of a mixture of just like literally. I was basically like, what is the best stuff I can teach? And so I was going through like some of my best work, things I'm the most proud of, and like a real variety from landing pages to photorealistic illustrations to the photo manipulation stuff you saw. So if you've ever seen my work or you like the look of those bits of work, it's like I can teach this. It's not hard. Like, it's just knowing the right tools and the right steps to create it. And yeah, I'm so excited. I'm really excited. But yeah, the ultimate bundle is just like all of them. So there's those 4 courses, and then there's the iconic shortcuts that you get free if you enroll in any course. So yeah. Oh, and the early bird window is like 13th of February. So if you do enroll before the 13th of February, you save quite a tasty chunk. So right, promo segment done. Back to icons. See, I'm getting better at marketing. We're getting there. Still need a prompt from Poppy or everyone in the chat. You need to promote the course. Yeah, I'm definitely a designer. I make the thing and then forget to talk about it. But I'm learning. What do we think to that? I mean, at the moment, these icons are very linear as well. They could have color. I'm not opposed to them having color, which might make them a bit interesting. I always do linear icons. I do love them. But or we could do them linear and all black and white, and then just have like the star as a gradient. So just like a splash of gradient in an otherwise linear illustration could look kind of cool. Oh yeah, the Squid Game one. Oh, Melissa. Yeah. It's so easy to do as well. It's the same or very similar technique, like a simplified version of what I did with the PlayStation controller. Yeah. Well, there is. Yeah, Poppy says great Valentine's Day gift. There is actually an option now where you can gift a course. So if you, if you have a love, I should do a Valentine's Day ad, shouldn't we? If you have a loved one who would want to learn Photoshop, get them the perfect gift this Valentine's Day. Oh, season 2 was great, but it was just over so fast. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm hungry for season 3 now. Oh, Melissa, I would say season 2 is better than season 1. Yeah. Obviously, no spoilers. Like, the first episode was just brilliant. It was so good. And at that point, I was like, hooked. This is amazing. Dansky will be my music playlist at the gym. Oh, my goodness. My voice in your ear at the gym. I mean, each to their own, I guess. Could do some workout videos. 10 more reps. Keep going. You're doing great. Right. Duotone icons. No, not necessarily. And it's not like I'm locked into a linear style as well. Like with the other course pages that are live on Dansky.com now, you'll see that there are some icons. They've got a linear style, you know, orange for Illustrator, blue for Photoshop. But I feel like because this 12-week program's a bit special, this page is a bit special, and it doesn't follow the same format. So if I were to add color or do like a duotone style or gradients or whatever, I'm totally open to that. Right. Do we have a little star down here? Oh, that could work quite well actually. Okay. I don't know if it's too many stars there or not, but I think we've got most of it done. Oh, thank you very much. Person from Russia whose name I can't pronounce. West Country accent version. Here, if you like to learn Photoshop, I've got my Ultimate Bundle course over here. So come on down and sign up now. And if you sign up before the 13th of February, you get a load of money off. I don't know what happened to the accent then. It went a bit wonky. Went a bit Scottish. The Ultimate Designer Bundle. Oh dear, calm down, Dan. Calm down. He gets a bit carried away sometimes. Wurzel does illustration. Alright, me lover. Yeah, if you've ever seen Hot Fuzz, we exist. These people exist. I'm not that Somerset. I've been around it for 20 odd years, but I've still got my nicely, politely spoken British. Haha. I heard a meow. Where is he? Oh, he's behind me. Hello. Hello. You snuck up there, didn't you? Stealthy little ninja cat. Give us a cornetto. Oh, look, the cat's come to say hello. Come on then. Come on. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's tangled up in their headphones. You're my special cat, aren't you? Let's take the headphones out. You alright? You say hello to everyone? This is literally how I design half the time. I have the cat cradled in one hand, and then this hand is like trackpad hand. Right, what other icons do we need to do? Okay, so we've done these. Deep understanding of design tools, got that. Professional level design projects that demonstrate your skills. Right. I've already got some that are kind of similar. Professional level projects that demonstrate your skills. Okay, what would be a good icon for that? Can you hear the cat purring? Look at him, he's ridiculous. Look at this thing. It's like a teddy. Icon idea. Combine harvester with a jug of cider on it. Cider. What is this? I don't even... This creature is just... This creature is like just an evolutionary failure. But he's adorable. Look, he's literally like a rag doll. Why don't you come up here? Why don't you come up here instead? Come on. Here you go. It auto-corrected to Gert. Oh, it auto-corrected Gert to great. Yeah, no, like Gert Lush. I think Lush as well. Lush, is that like... I'm not sure if that's like a Somerset thing or if that's an English thing. Some countries don't understand the word lush. Definitely not Gert Lush. Gert Lush, innit, me lover? Right? RKE. Right, anyway, let's put the cat down. And there we go. We've had cuddles. You'll be charged up for a whole 10 minutes now. I used to have a t-shirt with Gert Lush written on it in big letters. Right, portfolio ready for clients and jobs. Okay, right, so I need an icon for... You're presenting your portfolio to a client for a job. Yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point, actually. Let's round those corners a little bit. Not too much, but just enough so it's consistent. Whoops, got some double strokage going on there. Overlapping strokes. These probably could do with a cleanup, to be honest. Let's get that value. Yeah, I think that's okay. I don't want them too rounded though. I might drop it down a bit. Oh, thank you, Gaurav. You're a great market here in India. Usually Photoshop courses are trash and they cost more and they give basic information. Oh, really? They cost more, do they? Interesting. Do you know, I think actually, it's funny you say that. Most of my students are from Bangladesh. I think technically. I'm pretty sure I looked it up a little while ago. Oh, what was that? Facebook ads. Anyway, there was a point where I was getting a lot of sales from Bangladesh, which is interesting. Because I would have thought it would be the US. Just, I do have like a lot of US students as well, but it's interesting seeing where people are in the world. I got sent a Lush Cream tea hamper for my birthday the other day. It didn't last very long. Very good. Gert Lush. Isn't it a bit complicated as an icon? Not really, no. If it was small, yeah, totally. But because it's going to go on... Well, let me get one on there. So, if I just grab this first one. There is... I don't want these icons to be simple. I want them to be a bit larger. I'm not sure about the color actually. I think it's like, yeah, on brand or whatever, but I think it just looks a bit boring. So we could go the gradient route. I'll mess around with that in a bit. But yeah, the point is that they're going to be like in a space like that. So I think if they were too small or simple, it wouldn't look interesting. Whereas because this is kind of essentially what's included in the 12-week program, I want this to look exciting. I want it to look, as Rianne said earlier, like premium, because that's what this is. This is it's 12 weeks of essentially working directly with me to turbocharge you from a potentially beginner designer through to designing professionally in the space of 12 weeks. It's pretty flippin' cool. And so these icons, I want them to look good. I want them to look awesome rather than just kind of, just small icons, I mean, I think as well, the icons themselves as well, because obviously I'm a designer and I'm essentially kind of pitching a design product or a design service, I guess you could say, or program, whatever. I want every bit of design on that page to just be like S tier. So, it does a better job of selling you as a creative professional if your sales page has design throughout. Poppy loves a good burger, don't you? Yeah, it might do. It might do. Here's a hand that is less round. I definitely, yeah. I think I was going for something more stylized. And I like the geometric nature of it. If we even use that icon, I don't know. It's all a process. Right. Oh, okay, all right, let's just bang out 2 more icons and then we can get onto some styling. Professional level design projects that demo your skills. Right, let's have a look on Google. Design project icon. This is always a good starting point. Obviously, you don't want to copy someone else's icon design, but we can definitely pull together ideas. Project. Okay, so yeah, we could use a folder. That would be a good representation of a project, I reckon. There we go, one there. Round you off as well, and then. Uh-oh. I hear a cat under the table. What are you doing? Where have you gone, you donut? No way, you've not gone under there. What are you doing up there? I can't help you there. No, I can't help you. You're going to have to stay there. Poppy has got on top of the grey filing unit. There's no path up from here. You've penciled yourself into a corner, Crumble. That's the cat's name, by the way, Crumble. Right, I'm going to stylize this a little bit by just making a cut. Maybe there. Just to make it look a bit more stylized. Bloody cat. Such a donut. Monica says, what are you doing? Come on, come sit on the chair next to me, you donut. Monica, sorry if you've answered this before, but would you say your course is more suitable for people who don't have any knowledge about the software or stuff? Blah, blah, blah. Or, sorry, my brain switched off for a second. About the software and stuff, or for someone who is already knows something. Right, let's move the coffee away from the cat. That's it. You go behind the monitor. You'll be fine there. Okay, so I've split my courses into two types. You've got... Get the cat's tail out of the way. Oh, goodness. What are you... Don't show your bum to the camera, for goodness sake. We get demonetized. You can't do that. You're right. You're going to have to just sit down there. Sit down. Yeah. We're trialing the early ones, Tom. So yeah, the courses are split into two types. You've got first class, which is beginner to intermediate level. They're available now. And then you've got the masterclass. Those courses they start at an advanced level. So they're going to start advanced and just teach the best of what I can teach. So those are the two types of courses. The masterclasses are coming. Photoshop is the 15th of March. Illustrator is the 30th of April. So if you're just and essentially there is a bundle where you get them both together. So where are you going now? The first class ones, they're perfect for beginners because they start at the very beginning. And in terms of cost, oh my god, what is this cat doing? In terms of cost, they're a bit more accessible as well. If you just want to just do the first class, you want to get started and then do the rest on your own, that's cool. The master classes are a bit more because they're teaching the best of what I can teach. They're there for people that want to get really advanced with it and just learn how I create what I create professionally. It's going to dive a lot more into the integration of design theory, so grid systems, all sorts of other kind of theoretical elements. I don't know, asymmetrical versus symmetrical design. So the application of not just new tools and things is going to be how do we actually design professionally, what makes designs professional and things to avoid. So there's a bit more theory in them, which is going to be really cool. Isn't it, Crumble? And right, can you get down now? Oh god. There you go. So yeah, but there is a bundle where you the Photoshop or the Illustrator bundle where they're kind of paired together. So the courses are they're two peas in a pod, and they're bundled together. And if you get the bundle, you save some money as well. So. That's my very long-winded, cat-tastic explanation. Right, you're going to have to sit there for a minute because coffee, microphone, keyboard, and headphones is a terrible combination. Cat bed attachment. Yeah, I know. He's so funny, Rianne. He just has to be near me. He's such a baby. To be fair, it's because I've babied him his entire life. So but he's pathetic and just utterly adorable at the same time. Funny boy. Cat sabotage. There's nothing they won't do to get your attention. Mine's meowing now that she heard yours. No. Oh, I'm sorry, Monica. Anyway, folder. Professional level designs. Projects. Right, well let's stick something in this folder. And we could have this project rotated. Make it maybe a bit less tall. Oh, that looks a bit weird. I think I'm going to have to rotate that a bit more. Just so you can see that there is like a document kind of peeking out. Maybe something like that. Professional level. Okay, professional level. How do I illustrate that? Level, like progression, improvement, level icon. Yeah, like a level up icon would be kind of cool. Pathetic and utterly adorable. Exactly, Tom. He honestly is. Does the 1-to-1 class give access to the masterclass? So the 12-week program, basically, I'm going to throw all of my courses at you forever. So every single course that I've got on my site at the moment, so which is 5 courses, they will be included. You're not expected to do all the courses before the 12-week program. There'll be a few lessons that will be like, okay, probably worth watching these before we start. And then if you want to carry the courses on as you do the 12 weeks, that's fine. Or if you want to save them till the end, that's fine as well. I think people will be amazed actually what you can design with basic tools. There is, okay, I'm going to try and get it up today. I've actually just finished editing a YouTube video that is about how to make Illustrator easier. So if you've been thinking about Illustrator but you find it frustratingly difficult, I think you might enjoy this one. There's a few things you can do that will stack the deck in your favor and just make Illustrator less intimidating. But yeah, just like the 12, just like the masterclass is the best of what I can teach in a course. The 12-week program is like, I'm going to just basically give myself to you for 12 weeks and we're going to just completely transform you and what you can create. So that is the best thing I can offer, really. bad student, Rianne. This is for professional level design projects that demonstrate your skills. So the folder is kind of holding projects, but then I was thinking I could try and have something on the folder. Stars, a bit of rubbish. What would be a good icon for professional? What about if I... what about if I put a shirt and tie? I was going to go with like a level up icon, which I do like. What about a shirt and tie? Ooh, this could lend itself quite well. See what you think to this. We could turn the folder into a... Maybe. Let's try it. Let's see where this ends up. What do we want? Right, polygon tool. 5 sides. Copy. Move you up. We're going to reflect horizontally. Let's scale these out. And if you're watching me now and thinking, how on earth are you doing all of this and moving around at like ridiculous speed? I just recommend the first class course. Honestly, you'll be. I know that's like the beginner to intermediate level, but honestly, it's so. You'll be amazed at the amount of stuff you'll learn just in the first couple modules. Stuff that I wish I learned back when I started, but I used Illustrator wrong for years. Years and years. No more though. But it's exciting because it is like I can teach it to people now. In fact, there is some keyboard shortcut stuff in the video I just mentioned that will be going up today as well. Whoops. Is this gonna look good? I feel like there's an idea here. I don't know if it's a bit much with the file as well. Or mental idea. What about if... Alright, bear with me. If I copy that up there... And then this bit of paper is like someone's head. Does that make sense? So the tie could drop off the bottom, which is kind of cool. So the tie is like hanging. And then I could do a person's head here looking like an absolute legend or something. I don't know. It could look, yeah, I don't know, it could look kind of cool. Because it's larger, I've got the space to do it. Hey, good morning, Stonk. You new member, you. I know, we're doing an early one. Stars on the tie. Oh, no. A handshake. Yeah, that could be good, actually. There's another one. No, I'm using Adobe Illustrator. Greetings from Ukraine. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, what sort of character would I put up there? Let's chuck this on there. I don't know. I think it's a bit much. I think it's gone a bit too far. I don't know. What do you reckon? Apart from the fact I've got no neck, but shirt collar's a bit tight. Could be cool if it was a guy wearing a tie holding a folder bursting with papers. A guy wearing a tie. Yeah, it could be a bit tall. I have Adobe Illustrator, but do you touch on Affinity? I don't have courses for Affinity, but I can teach it. So if enough people said let's do a stream on Affinity, I would be totally cool with that. I'll teach anything. If someone said I want to go through the 12-week program on Affinity, I would say that's fine as well. Because I know and use the software enough. And a big part of I guess the downside is you would get access to courses for Adobe stuff. So yeah, you probably wouldn't get the same value as someone who would be using the Adobe suite, but I can teach Affinity. I'll teach anything. Yeah, I think that's a bit much with the head on there. I like this idea. And let's extend. Whoops. Silly Dan turned his smart guides off. Ugh. It's not going to let me select the anchor point. Okay. Alright, how am I going to get around that? Okay. We'll cut that one, extend that, and paste it back in. That does it, right? Professional level projects. So you got a project, a folder, you got a tie. No, I suppose, yeah. Just leave it with the tie. Yeah, it's more about representing professional level. So, you know, this might be more about your client. I don't know. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's a bit confused. Like, I think if someone said to me the word professional, what does that make you think of? Suit, shirt, and tie. Just purely abstract as a concept on its own. You know, very together, smart, dressed, well dressed. I don't know. Moosh is sleepy, just waking up. Oh, 5:30. Have a ding dong, Moosh. Hey, Paul. Could it not just be somebody looking super confident? It could be, yeah. I've got this one here, which is about, there is actually another point about confidence to call yourself a designer. So that idea could be a bit more relevant for this one. Could just extract. If you're looking to learn Photoshop and you want to turn that frown upside down, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, that's, yeah, the badge idea. That's interesting. Professional. Yeah, that demonstrate your skills. Almost, yeah, almost like, I don't know, like a law enforcement or a police badge or something, or some sort of authoritative badge that, like, yeah, like I've earned my stripes kind of thing. All right, let's try it. See where that goes. Oh, look at that. Just like that, we have a shield. Yeah, that's a nice shape. we go. Right, design tools. What do we use? Pencil. Let's start with that. Alright. Okay, other tools designers use. What we got? Rulers? Anyone still use rulers? Not something I do personally unless I'm going to be holding the ruler up to the screen. Dansky mon. What are you not talking about now? I feel like Moosh is already in the 5 AM Club, Pops. I think, yeah, Moosh, didn't you buy the book? You got the book. I don't know if that's what started your 5 AM journey or if you were an early riser before that. Dansky mon. A badge with all the courses on it. There is a part on the page that obviously talks about the fact you get all the courses, so maybe an icon for that would be cool. Nice, Rianne, thank you. Oh yeah, by the way, if you enjoyed the shield and you see me create all these crazy icons, obviously at the risk of sounding like a bloody walking sales pitch at this point. Oh, Ultimate Bundle, 12-week program. I do actually have a course. Of course I have a bloody course for iconic shortcuts. So, hang on. Oh, I don't know where the link is. I will find it. Yeah, here's a link. So basically, I spent years trying to create icons and doing it wrong, and creating certain types of icons like hearts or shields or notification bells, different types of spirals. It's so much easier than it needs to be, and so this is a course that I made. If you've already enrolled in a course, by the way, you get this free. So this is like a mini course of sorts, 40 lessons, and I'll show you. It is bloody good, I'll be honest. It's the kind of thing that it's a lot more accessible cost-wise, but if you create icons a lot, so yeah, so if you know these sorts of icons, controllers, cogs, clouds, clocks, dotted lines, teardrops, hearts, flowers, flames, puzzle pieces, they're like bite-sized lessons that will show you how to create them. So I don't know if you've done this, but I used to be like, oh, I need a heart, go on YouTube. Oh, I need a sparkle, go on YouTube. And you have to just keep wasting time watching tutorials. Whereas this has just got all of the main popular ones in one place. So, yeah, plectrum. Ha! That's a tricky one to create, harder than you might think. But, yeah. So I was just like, I'm going to make this course, like, I'll use it, even if no one else does. Exactly, Rianne. Yeah, I've already got a list of shapes that I think I'm going to focus on getting the masterclasses done first. And then it's kind of good because I'm seeing other icons and shapes and people are suggesting some to me and I can just record them in bulk. So I think by the end, they'll probably be like 50, 60 or who knows. I'll just keep adding them because they're short bite-sized lessons. So it's just no more going back to YouTube. But yeah, if you've already enrolled in any course from me, you've already got that. So, right. Let's have a look at a badge. What things go into like a badge typically? I'm going to look up police badge. Yeah, okay. So maybe some sort of circle. Maybe some text actually saying pro or something. And then, yeah, what did we... So we've got a pencil and a ruler, so we could... Whoops. Let's cross these over. Shing. It's a bit like a shield, isn't it? Like an actual shield with like a proper emblem on. We could we do a path offset on that? Ooh, not sure. Actually, no, I think the shape of the shield's wrong. I've just seen a better shield shape I like more. This one here. Or this one, whichever. Oh, thanks, Elaine. Yeah, I think a lot of times, sometimes the best idea for like a product or something is something that was going to benefit you. And for me, it was like, it just suddenly came to me that it was like, oh my God, this is a problem I faced for ages. And then it was like, wait a second, let's make the solution to that problem. You know, because if I'm going through it, then there's obviously going to be loads of other people going through it as well. Yeah, this could be nice. Oh, well, I don't know about you guys, but I am thoroughly enjoying this early morning stream. We could definitely do this more often. You all right upstairs, Pops? You okay? We've relocated the children. Just because they squabble sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit too tall, so I'm going to pull this down and scrub that half because I've changed the other half. Copy paste. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm gonna have one more crack at it. I do quite like that shape. I'm just going to try once more with a slightly different technique. I'm going to pen tool it this time. I love teaching this stuff. Like, even just the way I whiz around Illustrator now, it never used to be like this. It's so flippin' handy just knowing the shortcuts. So like whatever idea pops in my head, that's a better shape. I can just literally just create it. Keyboard shortcuts definitely worth learning, by the way. Yeah, there we go. That's a better shape. That's more like authoritative shield rather than I'm going off to like a fight in a medieval war or something. I think that sounds a bit better. And then we could double this up. Maybe the circle? No. Oh, that would be a nice little nugget there, continuing that curve into the little line for the eraser. Eraser. Rubber. It's my American side coming out now. You guys call it an eraser. We call it a rubber in the UK because you rub things out with it. No, Poppy's not in bed. Harry Potter. Aww. Oh no, Paul. Oh, it's just, yeah, it's kind of the way that I find it easiest to use shortcuts is I hover my hand. This left hand hovers over WASD. Maybe that's from like the PC gamer in me, but my pinky rests on Shift, and my thumb rests on the Command key on Mac. And that's literally where my hand stays as I'm working. My thumb can then hop over to the spacebar. So spacebar obviously is moving around. I can zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, select, rotate, scale. Z for zoom, zoom out, zoom in, pan around. Yeah. It makes things faster when I do have an idea and I'm like, okay, I know what I want to do now. I just want to create it. It just means I can just go cut through all the fluff and just get that idea up. I'm not a massive fan of the ruler. What other design tools are there? My brain's gone blank. Like more digital design. I suppose that could be a pencil and a stylus, really. Mouse. It's kind of harder to represent. I suppose we could do something like there we go, there's a mouse. Bit old school, but that'll probably do the job, wouldn't it? How's that gonna fit in there? Certified. I want a certified icon. That could be good. I got an idea. Oh shit! I just realised I'm listening to a song by Linkin Park, but it's called Two-Faced. I'm guessing that's with the new singer. I was like, I swear that's Mike Shinoda. Huh. It sounded like them as well. Generally just the music. Oh, Elaine, you absolute legend. You can have a triple gong. Thank you so much, Elaine. Elaine's just enrolled in the Ultimate Bundle. You are an absolute legend. Thank you so much. Do you use any third-party plugins with Illustrator or Photoshop? Probably not as many as I should. The main ones that I use are in Photoshop. There's one called Flood 2. Great for having like water reflections. So if you build a scene or you're doing some art or compositing and you want a realistic reflection of your scene in water, cannot recommend it enough. It's so sick. Font Self in Illustrator is basically one where you can, draw your own letters. So I could go, A, B, C, quite literally like this. Drag these into the Font Self panel, and it will turn them into a live font, and then fix up all your kerning and everything. So if you want to create your own fonts, I cannot recommend Font Self enough. I've actually got a video on the channel, but it's flipping awesome. So cool. Oh yeah, Paul, Blender, you 100% got to use keyboard shortcuts, right? Like if you want to move, scale, and rotate, you've got to have G, S, and R just ready to go, because Blender can be quite cumbersome. Cursors, interesting. The first shield was like McAfee, a little bit. Paintbrush, paint. I was thinking brush. I suppose there is like a brush tool in Photoshop. Actually, what am I doing? I went through and I illustrated pretty much all of Illustrator's icons a while back. What am I doing? I've got this at my fingertips. Yeah. So I could just pick some of these. Oh, the pen tool. Idiot. How did I forget that one? I bet someone said that in chat as well and I just completely missed it. I was thinking bigger physical tools. Right. Pen tool. What else looks like a tool? Puppet Warp, maybe? Eyedropper, yep, 100%. Maybe zoom. Oh, the pencil looks quite cool. Oh, it's so good to hear Linkin Park again. This sounds like OG Linkin Park. Yeah, maybe we cross these over. Do it split into 4 like a coat of arms. Yeah, I suppose we could do. I do like where this is going, but this idea obviously clearly just needs a little bit of time in the oven, which is fine. What about... Yeah, I think it was Elaine that said about a certificate of completion icon. I think did I start that somewhere? Right, I'm going to make that down there. Select this, we'll add an extra anchor point halfway, bring it up. Could do a single one. I might do a double, I think. We'll rotate that by 10. Flip it. And then drag that over. We'll have a little bit of an overlap going on. Centralize all of these. Send that behind. Make it shorter, maybe. There we go. A bit more cutesy. Right, let's pop this person in the circle. It's a shape builder tool, this. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Yeah, this could work. Yeah, so it's kind of mirroring the person from the one-to-one graphic, you know. So we're being consistent with how we're representing different things. So I am represented as that, and then this is potentially you or the person doing the 12-week program. So they're always represented in that way. Does that sit with the others? You can go over there, Dan. If I scale you up. Professional level design projects that demo your skills. Okay, I think professional level. My bedtime now. Bye, everyone. Oh, catch you later, Alana. My goodness. Good effort. Good effort. What do we think to this one for professional level design skills? Could even put that on the badge. Stick this on there. I mean, maybe. A couple of versions there. We've got the rosette and the badge. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right, Rianne. It doesn't really represent design skills, does it? Oh, it's an album. Oh, we are listening to this. We are listening to this. I didn't realize it was a brand new Linkin Park album. Oh. Okay. All right. So we've got the rosette. We'll keep that one. Design tools. I like the style of these ones. These are probably quite similar to what I'm trying to achieve as well. Right. I think someone actually said about having a check mark as well. Unless I made that up. I mean, it's simple, but it could be kind of cool. Or put it in the project folder from the beginning. Yes, maybe. Where have I stuck that? There you are. Yeah, there was a version of that without the tie, wasn't there? Okay. Maybe, yeah. That might be the play here. Something like that. Or, no, I think I got it. I got it. Something like that. I don't think crisscrossing the icons is going to work with this sort of linear style, unless I get really lucky with the positioning. But I think having the icons or whatever on the folder. So we've got professional projects with the folder, and then we've got demo your skills with the tools and bits and pieces. Yeah, all tools coming out of the folder. Waving Dansky meme like Kilroy peeking over your gravestone icon. Elaine says, love the tools icon as a coat of arms idea. I mean, that would be... I know we're going to do another competition soon. Probably some UI design this time. But we could do another one, which is you have to just design a coat of arms to represent yourself as a designer or a creative. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, this one I think might tick the box. I could change the tools. Actually... it might be a little bit much chucking loads of stuff in there, but let's see if we can somehow Tetris this together. Yeah. What, turn it into a proper coat of arms? I've always wanted to design one. That would be cool. Maybe we do that then. Or maybe we put it to we'll do a vote sometimes. UI design or coat of arms. I mean, both would be a ton of fun. So I'm easy either way. Right, I think I've botched this icon here because I grabbed that from before, so I'm just going to remake that. Pen tool icon, polygon, 6 sides. Scale it down, we'll pull you there. A rectangle, line you up. Straight line up the middle. Circle. And then bottom bit, we will delete you. And maybe do that. Rather than faff around with the other side, I'm just going to get rid of half. Sometimes it's easier just to go full half. O for the reflect tool, Alter Option, click, reflect. Let's tweak that bottom bit. So let's try that. Yeah, that's all right. It's okay. Okay, right. Let's get you in there. I like this, trying to Tetris everything together. And we could, I suppose we could just put a few incidentals in those gaps there. Like a little plus maybe. Yeah, nothing too crazy, just to fill out some of these little gaps. Oh, that looks all right. I don't think it looks too busy. So we'll chuck out that, and then we've got, yeah, that's cool. Do you think it's a bit too much? Cinnamon roll icon for freshly baked design skills. I mean, as tempting as it would be to put on there, freshly baked design skills. I mean, I don't know. If we're going to stick a gravestone in for lifetime access, then maybe we should have a bit of fun with it. Maybe I'm being too boring. Maybe it should be freshly baked. I can't spell. Yeah, the icons will be quite large, so including a bit more detail is fine. I'm just now debating, you know, do we stick with that or do we change the copy so it's a freshly, you'll get freshly baked design projects. Maybe I should, yeah, maybe I should make it quirky and kind of lean into it. I think I've got a bit of a, you know, silly sense of humor like that. I feel like a lot of you guys have got a sort of quite funny sense of humor as well. So I don't know, maybe we should lean into that more. Oh, there's a cat. I thought I felt a cat against my leg then. Oh, of course, Poppy mentioned the cinnamon roll. That's how we got there. I was wondering. Oh, hello, cat. Even Kitty says so. Coffee mug with handshake. I do think the idea of a handshake. In fact, no, I think handshake would be great for this one. Portfolio ready for clients and job applications. Client that was specifically the giant clients and job applications. A handshake would be a good one for that. But maybe we could have a bit of fun with some of them. Hang on, what the hell does the cinnamon roll like? Cinnamon roll icon. Oh, this. Oh, okay. I mean, it needs to be clearly recognizable as a cinnamon roll. This could very... You right, Roo? Yeah, okay, right. I'll be honest. This could very easily look like a poo if I get it wrong. So, this is... There's one... Hang on, there's one here. Let me paste this in. Definitely, the colour definitely helps. There's a couple I'm looking at. I mean, this one here is definitely giving me turd-esque vibes, and I feel like it's probably worth avoiding that. From poo to fro. Oh man, maybe we should change all of the copy. All the marketing is completely wrong, isn't it? From so good. From poo to pro. Ugh. Don't tempt me, Frodo. Ugh. My goodness. Oh, do you know what? For the 12-week one, maybe I could A/B test that. We'll split test it and see which one gets some better page performance. All right, sod it. We're gonna do a cinnamon roll. Why not? Ooh, how am I gonna do this? My goodness, we might actually be using the spiral tool for once. Try and match that. We can add more segments. Boy, you hired. Managed to jump on while I'm sat on a train. Might lose signal at any moment. Hey, Billy. Oh, good effort. Billy's gonna be like, why is there a cinnamon bun and why are we talking about poo? Right, so maybe I could squish that down. Yeah. Can't say I've ever illustrated a cinnamon bun before. Oh, do you know, I might actually freehand this. I feel like the spiral tool is just going to be a bit too perfect. Let's just... Hang on. That's 2... 1, 2, 3. Let's get my smoothness up. If I redraw that bit, smooth slider. No, I can work with this. I feel like if you're going to have something playful like a cinnamon bun, it's got to have like a bit more personality to it. What are you doing, cat? Yeah. Oh, actually, it's not really a spiral, is it? I've mucked that up. Hang on. Let's use the reference image a bit more. That's more like it. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out the best way to create this. Right, let's lay this over here. This is the bit I'm finding difficult. So we don't want to copy their design like for like, because that would be terrible. But the bit I'm struggling with, I'm definitely gonna use this design as some assistance. Right, okay. So I've just got to add a couple of extra pieces there and I'm good. So maybe I could pen tool that and add a connecting point, and then here it just needs to kind of coil back on itself. Oh, this could work. This could work. Right, start with the first one. Got that. So we're going to loop round. Right, I need to make that connect smoothly. We'll do this one at a time. Ooh, what a horrible shape. Oh, this is hard. This is way harder than I thought it would be. Okay. Maybe I should have used the spiral tool. I think that might have to go up. This is pretty good. You can smooth. I mean, that's the good thing about using the smooth tool, is I can smooth it out and then it will feel a bit more organic, imperfect. And I can redraw these bits. Smooth them out. Oh, that's looking better. That's looking better. Oh, I don't know. I'm still not. Oh, maybe I'm overthinking it. The inconsistent width's bugging me. How can we qualify for the 12-week mentorship you mentioned a while ago? Okay, that's a good question. So for the first round, first time I'm doing it, so basically there's going to be 3 places open every quarter. So every 12 weeks, there's going to be three people I'm going to work with at a maximum, just because, you know, I want to make sure that I don't overload myself, and then I'm going to be giving all of my time to these people. So got to make sure that I don't overdo it on that front. And these graphics that I'm working on now are for the sales page. So essentially the page is going to detail, you know, what the course is, how the process works, just essentially the entire thing in one long web page, what the outcomes are, what you'll achieve, that kind of thing. And then there will be an application button at the bottom. I'm still finalizing the page at the moment, but yeah, essentially it will be 3 places maximum, and I will send out an email and everything once the page is live. So if you're not on my mailing list, it's probably worth getting on. I will post it on YouTube as well, but sometimes obviously people don't see those things. In fact, just while we're here, actually, if anyone does want to join our community, we hang out, chat, feedback on each other's work, and all that good stuff. Actually, I've got loads of free stuff. Hang on, let me just give free stuff. So that's a link where you can sign up to the community. That will put you on my email list as well. So anything related to that, you'll get that. You'll be the first to be notified when I post about the 12-week doodah going live. And this is something else I started recently. So if you want to get like design advice straight to your inbox, I've got something called 30 Days of Design Gold. Basically, I've made 30 emails with loads of different advice, from clients to portfolio to tools to tips for the software to freebie downloads, cheat sheets, just stuff. And you'll get one email from me a day, and it's all completely free. And the feedback I've had on that has really, really been positive. Like, I've never done anything like that before, and the feedback's been amazing, actually. So it's been nice to kind of take stuff in my brain and just spread it out across 30 emails. It's stuff that I've never talked about before or not made videos on, so it's nice to actually have a place to pass that experience on. Grandmas are the best. Are you talking about clotted cream? What are you talking about? Hey, no worries. Dan, can we see your trailer again? I mean, you can do. If anyone wants to see the trailer again, I'll play it again for the courses. I just don't want to spam the trailer like 1,000 times. Otherwise, I'm just gonna I'm gonna end up like a walking promotion. Yeah, it is a good trailer though. To be fair, it's a pretty cool trailer. Yeah, that's a slightly nicer curve. Spamsky. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, I spent a lot of time working on it. Oh, go on then. Why not? All in the name of marketing. Yeah, so this is the trailer for my Ultimate Designer Bundle, which is 4 courses plus the Iconic Shortcuts course. Go on then. Let's have a look.
With this Ultimate Course Bundle, you'll gain the skills I've mastered over 2 decades as a professional designer.
Oh, I love that last bit. Dun 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 dun. Ah, that was fun when that came together. Oh, right. Oh, I don't know what tool to use. Maybe I should use the spiral tool. 1, 2, 3. There's certain designs I find like this that give me a real headache trying to wrap your head around how to get everything looking correct. It's almost like the middle of it. Oh, it's like you want to do that almost. So maybe I start with that, and then connect this, and then maybe connect that. This one here's got a good consistent spiral to it. Ah, this one's different actually. This one is more of a consistent spiral. So maybe I'll try this one and have a bit more luck with it. So it's definitely squished down somewhat. Scale it up. Yeah, maybe this one's an easy one for me to get my head around. Ah, no, I think I need to play around with the decay. The decay of the spiral is what's causing the problem. Right, 80%. So if there we go. Holding Command or Control, I can adjust the decay. So I think I want to bring that down and then add an extra piece. There we go. Yeah, I think that's going to be a little bit better. There we go. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's more like it. And then I can continue that into something. So let's it's that last one I think that needs to come and like connect back up there. Let's snap. Ah, there's no point there. That's why it's not snapping. Shilly me, shilly me. Next lesson, tutorial on how to do a video like this one. Oh, 100% Elaine, I have to do that. I've got to put that out into the world because like I said earlier, like I went from I can't pull this off, this isn't going to work, to like, oh my god, this looks wicked, this is so cool once it all came together. And I think, yeah, even just from a confidence point of view, just to encourage people not to give up. Like I nearly threw in the towel with that video and it nearly didn't exist. And then I gave it a few more hours and it all kind of came together. But even the process as well, like I started with the soundtrack. That was the first thing I did for that trailer, was like, I need to get the music and I need to get the right vibe. And once I had the soundtrack, everything was built around that. So the first thing in Premiere Pro was, okay, well, what am I saying? What's the text I want to actually say throughout the trailer? The main like beats that I want to hit. Okay, let's get that in there in time with the music. And then I had to record like a whole bunch of visuals of the different designs and things. And it was just then slotting them into place. And yeah, so the main part of it was pick the music, write the text, add it and cut it to the beat in places like the lettering, and then just add in footage, random footage, it didn't matter what it was, just to get the like a feel of how the text and the image could cut to a beat. And then once, there we go. This is looking better now. Once I got that kind of pretty much right, it was just refining it then. So obviously getting the best footage possible and blah blah blah. I feel like I spent way too long on this cinnamon bun. Man. I feel like I'm in it now. I'm in it for the long haul. We're gonna go ellipse. Oh no. I think I know how to do the cinnamon bun. I know what I did it for recently. I did a logo. I was doing something recently for a logo. What was it I did? It was something like this. One, two, three. So we're going to trim you down a bit. And then connect it to there. I knew there was something I'd seen similar. It's not the same at all, but it was very similar to the Ubisoft logo. So any video game people here, that might sound familiar. And then we just squish it down. And then obviously I can go in and tweak it. I might have mucked it up now because I've changed the decay. What was it? 80, I think. So I might try one with the default. Yeah. So make a circle. Yeah, there we go. I got it. This is what Illustrator is a lot of the time, is just figuring out problems and troubleshooting. It's like, okay, which tool's best for which job? Right, so there we go. Yes, that's it. So the default decay lets it increase quite naturally. So when I add that big circle around the end, around the outside, it kind of fits. Got the trim you off. And then I can smooth out that little kink. And then I can take that, squish it down. And add the bun. And we could angle that if I wanted to. Yeah. That's kind of what I wanted to do with it, Billy, was just not keep it too long, but it was like getting a bit in there that like explains it a little bit, but also has an actionable step. I think a lot of them have like the actionable bit. So it's just something you could try right there and then that's going to make a noticeable difference. But that's really cool to hear that you're enjoying it. Because there's always part of me that's like, is this going to be a bit much? 30 emails, like one a day. But then I remembered that I've signed up to a few emails like that. Like there's a guy called James Smith who does like business emails. And they've been incredibly helpful. And so I think they're only going to get annoying if the emails themselves are crap. You know, if the emails have actually got good, useful stuff in them, then, you know, I guess people would enjoy it. So, right, let's get some drips. So I'm not going to look at the other image anymore because I I'm worried I'm going to end up copying it. I don't want to do that. So we'll start with a little drippy drip there, and we'll have a drippy drip there. A little drippy drip. Right. Let's cut you off, and shape builder tool's so blemmin' useful. And then we could, if I connect these up, it might let me round them off. If Illustrator is going to play nicely. And then hopefully, yeah, got to watch out for double anchor points here. This kind of stuff isn't always ideal. Yeah, there we go. Something I'm not liking about it, but I'm not sure what it is. I think it's the shape of the bottom. I think it needs to be like an ellipse, like the top. I think it needs to mirror that same kind of oval shape. So we'll snap it to the top. And then move that down there. Delete the top of the ellipse, and then that's it. That's what I want liking. I knew there was something off. That's it. That's a proper cinnamon bun. The perspective on this was off. It's like you're looking down at the top with that angle, but then you're flat, front on, completely flat with the other one. And I think for a proper... I've got to the point, Brianne, this better bloody work out, because I'm doing this now, and I'm like, what are we even doing again? Why am I illustrating a bloody bun? Well, I don't know. I don't know, Poppy. Is the bun going to be included? Oh, I'm excited for you, Elaine. So yeah, the Illustrator First Class and Photoshop First Class, they're available now. And so is the Iconic Shortcuts one. So they're all ready to go. You can start those right away. And then, yeah, the new masterclasses will be the 15th of March and 30th of April. Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I cannot wait. 2 decades of using this software and of going through things and frustrations and mistakes. And now I can help people avoid it. It's going to be epic. Oh, it's going to be good. Right. Cinnamon bun. Dots or lines? I suppose it's not really hundreds and thousands, is it? So with this here, I'm not, this is where some people might choose to use a circle and do like a fill color. But the problem is then you're mixing fills and strokes. So if I select this, it gets very complicated with colors and changing weights and things. Whereas because I've still got this, what I've done is I've essentially drawn a line and the stroke is still rounded at the cap. So if I square that off a sec and drag these 2 points on top of each other, you can see it's like you can't see anything because it's got a square end either end. And the width of this is 0. But even though it's 0, if I round off the corners, it will make a circle. And the advantage to doing it this way is because I'm going to add a bunch of these. This is very close to the other design. I am fully aware of that. But we might not even use this. So the main advantage to doing it this way is because now if I go and change the width, everything changes. So it's just giving me that more flexibility. Oh, I did it. Did I do it too? No, it is 2 points. There we go. Okay, right. Cinnamon bun. That would actually probably be about that sort of size. Are we going to use that? I don't know. It's between those two. So I think the line was... Hang on, I need to remember what the line was. The text to accompany it is going to be professional level design projects that demonstrate your skills. Or it's going to be something like freshly baked professional level design projects. Oh, what was it, Rianne? I've forgotten. Freshly baked design skills, or was it freshly baked design skills? Hey, Brandon, you can have a gong, my friend. Oh, good to see you, man. How you doing? Been a while. Saw you alive and accidentally missed. Woke up 2 hours before my alarm. I don't normally stream at this time, to be fair, dude. It's normally later in the afternoon, but I thought, why not? We'll try a morning one, seeing as I'm up. Up so early at the minute. Oh, Gal. Hey, good to see you again. It has been a while. I might be able to get away with the perspective of the drip. I might not. It might need to be more dripalicious. So we could freehand it if we needed it to feel a bit more like that. But I like my geometric precision. I might have to get ChatGPT to take that line and get it to write some copy and just be like, we've spent about an hour illustrating a bloody cinnamon bun. I need this to work. Please generate me some copy. Here's the example. Include cinnamon bun somehow. This can't all be for nothing. Do you know any nice comic style fonts? I'm looking for something playful and fun. Oh, yes. Where is it? I've got one. Somewhere. I really do have one. Oh, where is it? I'm going to find it for you. Oh, so many files. Okay, I think I got the document. Hang on, I'm just going to quickly play a part of the trailer for a sec. I'll stop it once I find the file.
With this ultimate course bundle, you'll gain the skills I've mastered over 2 decades as a professional designer.
Alright, that's great, Dan. Right, yeah, no, I've got it. Here we go. What is the font? Shaka Pow! Yeah, very good. Comic booky, if you want those. If you want that sort of pow, wham, bang, that kind of thing. Yeah, what is it? Shaka Pow is the font. Anyway, right, cinnamon bun. Okay, we'll leave that there because it makes a nice icon to complete the set anyway. So, right, what else have we actually got to do? I think it's just, I mean, we've got 2 versions for that. So, freshly, no, blah, blah, blah. Portfolio ready for clients and job applications. Right, okay, I think Gaurav said handshake. So, job applications. Yeah. Clients and job applications. Okay, so I feel like that probably needs to be something a bit more formal. Yeah, I think a handshake might be quite a good one. Working on getting my passport this year. Been too long since not having it and trying to relax a bit on the work side of things. Lol. Oh yeah, man, work can get full on. This is a really stupid question, actually. Actually, yeah, no, that is a really stupid question. I was going to say, do you need a passport to travel to other states? But you wouldn't, like flying, but you would need a passport to go on any flight, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't remember the last time I went on a flight and didn't leave the country. Oh, I hear a child. I sense a child nearby.
I've been sent down to get something.
You've been sent to get something.
How do I get past without being seen?
You, as long as you don't like try and hug the wall, you're fine.
So.
Be gone! No, you're good. Whatever. You're fine.
Hey,
You're fine.
I'm not here.
We'll go out in a bit. Don't worry. We'll go out in a bit.
Okay, bye-bye.
I think I've been. How long have I been going for? It's like 3 hours nearly. Goodness me. Goodness me. Oh, 3 hours. Wow. I'm a real streamer now. Yeah. I thought I'd just check, Brandon, just in case. You don't need a passport to go to the Isle of Man. Do you not? What, even on a flight? You don't need passports for domestic flights. Oh, okay. Maybe it wasn't such a stupid question. Just to Canada and Mexico. What am I doing? I've forgotten where I am. Handshake. Right. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to grab a reference icon or something for that. I'm terrible with human features. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Yeah. That's kind of what I did with the fist pumping one. So this was kind of my reference here, but I wanted it a bit more geometric-y in my style. So, and this one I think lends itself pretty well. So I probably want to try and... Oh, how would that work? No, that would be... I mean, we could do fist bumping. Douche. No. I do like how straight, clean, and geometric this is. There's something about that I do quite like. So we're going to do it like this first. Horizontally and vertically, things snap better in Illustrator. If you design on an angle, it doesn't always snap very nicely, and then you can do it like this and then just rotate it after. Okay, we've got lots of sausage fingers. Let's get them, and I'm going to try and match them up to this as well. So clearly all his fingers are the same length. I'm not really liking that. And I've got my fingers different widths as well. So and then the hand. Oh, okay. Didn't know that about domestic. Just any form of ID. Gotcha. That was me thinking it was a ridiculous question. Right, I'm going to make the hand shorter because I don't like how long it is with those super extended fingers. Right, so if I set this up correctly, I should be able to just duplicate one hand, flip it round. So let's try what they've done here. This actually makes my brain go a bit funny, so I'm going to flip it, duplicate the finger, that's going to be the thumb. It sticks out. Let's get rid of that. It sticks outside of here. And it has like a big bit for the palm as well. I want to try and make it similar to this. So maybe something like this. And then up there. And then open there. Have I done that right, or have I botched that completely? Let's try the arc tool. Do 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 do. If I were gonna, oh, the thumb's a bit different, isn't it? So the thumb is, yeah, slightly different, and then all of these ones, the fingers, are like a finger shape. And then they just need removing there. These lines come down way too far, I think, so we'll just shrinky dinky them. So it's not too bad. It's not, I wouldn't say it's massively inconsistent. I've got the whole circle thing going on as well. So I could try and be somewhat consistent with that. Zoop. I'll catch you later, Brandon. Have a good day, man. Oh no, this is, what are you talking about? This isn't, well, I mean, it could be, it's not too bad. But messy artboards. I think we've established on the streams we all have messy artboards, right? This is like the, obviously not for the presentation, but like I don't even know which direction I'm gonna go. I just sort of spiral off into some particular direction and suddenly get like, you know, half an hour into the project and realize I need way more artboard space. Gotta go get ready for spin. Sorry for the cinnamon roll tangent. Oh, you got spin class? Is that what you mean? Nice. That's a thick middle finger. Yeah. I suppose middle fingers are a tiny bit thicker. I don't know, maybe that looks weird. Maybe I should make it a normal width. That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. Got my chunky middle finger. What's wrong? You don't like my chunky middle finger? So that would then connect round to there. Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe actually. Maybe all it needs is a semicircle. Oh, that looks weird. That looks really strange. Oh dear. Let's let's try and make them shake hands. Let's see how it looks. So rotate 90, flip it round. This one's going to go behind. Oh, hang on, I've got to make sure all of this is one shape. Oh, that's not worked, is it? Okay. Scratch that, remove the fill. Fill causes problems. And then we'll do that. There we go. Oh man, this is complicated actually. This is really bloody complicated because half the design... Oh no, this is nasty. Half the design needs to be on top and then the other part needs to be on bottom. So if I cut the fingers and paste them over there, then I've got this part of the hand that I can then try and slot in. Something like that. So they're actually shaking hands. And then these bits, I can then cut them onto their own object and then tag this on here. They need to be quite short and stumpy. Oh, catch you later, Moosh. Have a good day. Good effort, Dan. Good effort. So their thumb wouldn't be there, would it? That needs to go behind. And then that one. Oh, I think we nearly got it actually. I think we're nearly there. Let's cut that. And then I've got this hand here that would come into there. That one comes short. I don't know where my line's gone here, but I can easily Is it still there? Yeah. Yeah, there you are. You're hiding. For some reason that disappeared. Does that look like a handshake? No, I know what's happened. These bits, they need to be wrapped round the hand. So they also need to be mirrored on this side. So they need to be something like this. But that's way too big, I think. So we're gonna have to yeah, we can't do that. Or maybe we could actually. No, maybe we can. Oh man, this one is fiddly. This is a fiddly one. Proper chopping this up and about. Yeah, okay, right there is that looks like quite an intense handshake. I think the fingers are just way too wrapped round. Nobody needs a handshake like that. Let's recreate these at the correct width. Duplicate them down. And do pinky there. You need to show a bit of thumb on the vertical hand. Yeah, you're right. A little bit coming out there. Okay. There we go. So these fingers. Hey, Benjamin. How you doing, my friend? Yeah, we did start a little bit earlier today. I'm trying out doing the. Oh yeah, it looks weird there with the different sized finger. We're trying not daily live streams, but doing them a bit more regularly because I can do some from home here. So it makes it much easier to kind of just, spin up a live stream and show people what I'm working on. I'm always working on something, and I think there'll probably be a lot of benefit to just seeing what I'm doing. Hopefully. Right. Shape builder tool. Thumb. Giant thumb extension. Yeah. Oh, that's all right. That's not too bad. If I rotate it like... Oh, hang on. Why did that look wonky? Why is that not straight? Oh, no. What have I done? How is that not straight? What? Oh. It's because the length, isn't it? The length is incorrect. I need to line that up with that. That totally confused me then. There we go, yeah. So this, I need another line. Smart guides, are you going to give me a point to snap to? No, you're not. Fine, I'll make my own. So we'll snap that up there. This is the line that I've got to bring everything up to. Okay, so we're just going to add another little point here. So I can then pull this up without affecting the bottom one. And I should... Oh, my smart guides aren't on. Ugh. And if I try and rotate that now, it should... There we go. Should sit symmetrically. That's got a tiny kink. Smooth tool. Naughty, naughty. But there we go. Yeah, that's not too bad. Snapping and smart guides. So smart guides are the actual the feature that will enable things to snap together. So essentially, you can see here the pink is your smart guides. So where it snaps things, those are your smart guides. If I disable smart guides with Command or Control U, things won't snap anymore. And if you deselect everything, you've got your options over here for what you're snapping to. So snap options. Am I snapping to anchor points? Am I snapping to pixels? Or snapping to the grid? You got these same options up here. So these determine what you're snapping to, but smart guides will effectively enable and disable snapping. That's a good question because it is a bit confusing. So yeah, one way you can think of smart guides is snapping to things, and then you can choose over there or in the menu what you actually want to snap to. Hey, Benjamin! Oh, thank you so much. That's awesome, man. The fingers need to be the same size so they look folded onto the other hand. Bit tired, it's 6 in the morning here. Oof, oof. It's also a heart shake. Do you know that's a happy little accident there. I quite like that. Finger lengths. I don't know if I should change that so the middle finger looks longer. Maybe. I'm not sure whether they should all be the same length or not. That's turned out okay though. It's a bit messy to get there, but I can clean that up now. I've got something I can work with. The thumb, it's sort of consistent with this design. Maybe the thumb just needs tweaking a little bit. Oh no, we've got duplications of points here. So we want to get rid of that because when you've got duplicates, trying to make changes can be rather bothersome. Yeah, you can see here I've got duplicate anchor points on top of anchor points, which is not ideal at all. Yeah. Okay, right. So for the thumb, oh, of course I can't change that anymore, can I? Okay, I'm going to have to rebuild the thumb. Usually you can change the corner radius, but if you muck around with it too much, Illustrator says no. So I've just cut it off, straightened it and connected those points. Now I can rebuild the thumb from scratch. And hopefully a tiny bit more and then fully round that off. So it kind of tapers off a bit at the top there. That's pretty decent. And yeah, like Gal just said, it's like a heart handshake, which is pretty good. Right, let's clean this up now because that is messy as heck. Oh, and we got the chunky finger as well. I gotta fix that chunky finger. I feel like it looks alright in the other design, but in this design, now someone's pointed out, it does look a bit weird. Right. Let's undo you. Let's ungroup everything first of all. What are you doing, Poppy? Oh, you're hungry. Are you communicating via the stream that you're hungry? My friends said I'm strange because my middle finger's the lot. I mean, you're strange for many reasons, Pops. Your middle and... Wait. Your middle finger is the longest. Ring and index finger are the same. Which one's... oh, index... Is index the pointing finger? My ring finger is ever so slightly longer than the other one. We do have an X... The closest we have to an X-ray feature is this one. Outline, Command or Control Y, which I do use a lot. I've been using quite a bit today as well, and I'm probably going to have to use now to clean this up because this is, yeah, I mean, you can see here there's just lines on top of lines, and I think because I've been using Illustrator for years, for me this is not a problem to fix. You know, oh goodness me, yeah. Like I think if you've not been using Illustrator for very long, I can totally see how this would drive you insane. And this isn't a segue, but if you do enroll in one of my courses, I'm there to support you. So if you have problems like this, please don't suffer. And if you've enrolled in one of my courses and you're suffering trying to do this and you're banging your head against the wall, please don't. Like, let me know, send me the file, whatever, and I'll help you figure it out. Because this stuff honestly drives me nuts. Trying to like figure it out, and it's like, why is it not doing the thing? And there's been so many times where I've literally had to go on Google and just for ages look up, why is Illustrator just being an idiot? And it usually turns out it's not actually. Sometimes it is Illustrator, but sometimes it's not. It's just a very specific, weird problem with that you have to figure out a solution. And I think when you use Illustrator for a long time, you tend to figure out those solutions and you learn those little quirks and then you remember them. And I've just done that like a lot over a long period of time. Right, let's make your thumb slightly longer. You can have a thumb extension. Are you still symmetrical? I think so. No, you're not. I've mucked something up. But actually, one way we could fix the height issue is if I do a line here. What I could do is try and move this out towards the line along a 45-degree angle. Almost got that first time then. There we go, perfect. It's a bit eyebally, but then I can put it back in place. And right, let's carry on cleaning this up. The reason I make all these duplicates as well is just in case I bugger something up. So I've got like a little trail of the process so I can kind of see what I did. Right, fingers, fingers, fingers. I think that's pretty good actually. Right, group you together. I think I was going to do like the wrist cuffs, but I kind of like the fact that, like Gal said, it is a heart as well. I don't know. Yes, pretty cool. Didn't anticipate that, but let's move all this kind of progress work, we'll call it, out the way. Let's chuck you down there. And I think the thing about this as well that's cool is, you know, it's like very clearly pulling inspiration from that, using it as a very, you know, clear guide, but the end result of what I've created is still different. Right, okay, I think we've got all our icons now. Still not sure which one to use there for the lifetime access. I do kind of like the gravestone, to be honest. It's just a bit fun. We might end up using the cinnamon bun. I've got no idea. I feel like we have to after spending so long on it. It just tuned in and the first thing I hear is the middle finger is the longest one. I would like to trade my gong for being called a cheeky sausage instead. Benjamin, you 100% can be called a cheeky sausage. You cheeky sausage. I tried to ask ChatGPT for Adobe questions, but he keeps lying and making stuff up. You need to send him your course. Do you know, someone messaged me the other day after they'd enrolled in the course, and they said that ChatGPT had actually recommended me to them, and it was like, oh, thank you, ChatGPT. I feel honoured. All right, yeah, that one's still too big. Oh yeah, these look cool. I think the logical next step, I probably would go and stare at these for like 17 hours later on and obsess over them to, you know, an unhealthy degree. But then I think the next step from there would be actually mocking these up. And do I keep the linear style? Do I apply gradients? Do I actually add some color and color all this in? I've kind of got a couple of ideas in mind. This is the mock-up for the page it's going on. So obviously I've got to clean all these up so we don't have these white bits. If I do that now, we'll just be able to get a good idea of how it looks. Yeah, so these icons are larger, so we can include a little bit more detail. But yeah, the actual icon style, that's the thing I want to work on next. Because we might, you know, we might go and make these thinner. So if I were to make the icon style, so 0.4. 0.4. You know, you can do something like this, which I do love this style, where you have some thick lines and some thin lines. It's very useful as well because the bigger details, like the outlines and the things, can have like a nice chunky weight. But the smaller things where you might want to include a bit of detail, but you couldn't because the stroke is too chunky, you can now make that thinner and include that detail. So I do personally love that style. But I feel like just having the icon, the orange is like, yes, that is the orange I use, Dansky orange, but it's not very, I don't know, maybe it will look cool, but there is part of me that's like, let's add some sort of color or something to it just to make it stand out, you know? It has been 3 hours. Dan needs to feed his children. we can add a plate for sure. We could definitely add a plate for our freshly baked cinnamon bun that we've designed because Poppy and Rianne were talking about bloody cinnamon buns. I got sucked into it. I was influenced. I'm innocent. Okay. All right, let's add our plate. We'll do a version with a plate. Which I think will look cool. But because we've set these icons up properly as well, like adding color should be pretty straightforward. Should be. This is another reason why outline mode is good, because you can go in like this and just oh, why are you right, that's peeking out because the cap type is round, so if you do get that, change it back to square. There we go. I thought it was going to be sticking out, but it's just the cap type. There we go. We've got a plate. Oh, my goodness, 3 hours. I need to go and see the sun. Not the kids, the like literal sun. The bright thing in the sky, which is probably hidden behind clouds, because of course it is, because it's the UK and we have crap weather. I want a cinnamon bun now, but Liam will tell me off. If I end up getting a cinnamon bun, I'll post it in the Discord. The bright thing in the sky is still sleeping here. Oh, funny. Right. So yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to leave it there because I need to go outdoors. But if you do want to sign up to my 30 days of Design Gold email list, it's like I said earlier, there's like tips every single day. Actionable stuff as well. The emails aren't very long, so it's not like reams and reams of writing that you have to read through. It's like, here's some tips and advice, blah, 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 and here's something you can actually try. So it's completely free. And, oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so that's the link to the Discord. If anyone's already a course member and you're in the Discord and you haven't done this already, just send me a message with your email, like a DM with your email that you used to enroll in the course. And then what I'll do is enable the members only access for you. I've got to do it manually, but nice one. Cheers, Stonk. Oh, right. Poppy, round up the children and let's go and get some coffee. Ah, where's my gong? Oh, right. I need a stretch. Oh, thank you so much, Elaine. And thank you so much for enrolling in the bundle as well. I appreciate that times a million. Oh, if you do have any questions or anything, honestly, get in touch with me. Design, course related, just anything, cinnamon bun related. Honestly, I'm an open book, so always happy to help. Right. Cool. Have a good day, everyone. Catch you later. Bye.